Welcome to Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, the final build. It is available now. I do have a video about how to patch Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, the final build. I'll leave a link to it in the video description for anyone that's interested in trying it for themselves. So if you're looking for the most up-to-date walkthrough for this game, look no further than this walkthrough. The 2.0 version that I did a few years back will still be kind of relevant, but there's so many more changes in 3.0, I don't even know where to begin. There's so much new content in Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, the final build. I don't even know where to begin. So, other than Messianic, the hack creator, who's done a magnificent job on this ROM hack, no one's more excited to bring you a walkthrough for it today. So, to start, Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, the final build, has difficulty settings. There's original mode, which still has quality of life bonuses to it, compared to regular Earthbound, but it's the most similar to the original experience, if that's what you're looking for. There's also casual mode, which has a lot more of the quality of life upgrades, but the difficulty's much lower than the other modes. I recommend that you play this on Deluxe mode. That's how this hack is meant to be experienced, but for the sake of this walkthrough, I'm going to be doing a playthrough on Insane mode. So Insane mode has instant damage, similar to how it worked in Mother 1, which is brutal. And sometimes you're just gonna die, and you're gonna have to deal with it, because that's just how Insane mode works. It wouldn't be Insane mode without it. But you also get the shops also cost twice as much. Like, all the items cost twice as much as well. So it is much more difficult. Let's get started, finally. So, we're going, like I said, to Insane mode. Same as Deluxe mode, with additional difficulty surprises, which is another part of it. Damage is instant, like I was saying, and items cost double. So we're gonna do Insane mode. We'll do fast, text speed, stereo sound. Now this is already a difference where you can choose between thick and thin window types. So let's go with the thin window type. What color window will we go for? So there's grape, s'more, blueberry. And forgive me, it's been so long since I played regular Earthbound, I forget which ones are new. But I think grape... What is it? Grape, strawberry, s'more, and blueberry are the new ones. Which ones do we want to try? Which one are we going to go for? Let's go for blueberry. So, we're going to name all the characters. So we're going to start out by naming Ness... Small... We're going to start out by naming Ness Sans, because we know they're the same person, so I'm just going to name them Sans. Next up, we will call Paula Kuma, as in Kumatora from Mother 3, which is another great game if you've never played it, Mother 3. Jeff, we're gonna name Camo, is gonna be his name. That's what we're gonna call Jeff for this playthrough of Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, the final build. And last but not least, Pooh, who, if you go to the don't care option, is spelled P and U with an accent. It was just sort of like a funny localization thing, why it was called, like, Pooh, like, you know, Pooh. But for this playthrough, we're gonna call him Teddy. Like Teddy and Mother 1. Okay, so, name my pet. Oh, we're gonna have to name our pet Speedy, because my roommate Speedy the cat is named Speedy. Speedy's not a dog, but don't tell him. Don't tell him I named a dog after him. Favorite homemade food? Well, that has to be lard. If you know me, my favorite homemade food is lard. And what's my favorite thing? Also lard is my favorite thing. My favorite food and thing is lard. So there we go. We're ready to go. So let's get started. This has been a long time coming. So one thing that's new to the 3.0, the final build version, is there's now cutscene bars for all cutscenes. Similarly to Mother 3. And the year is 1990X, which was so long ago. That was like, what, 30X years ago or so. Onett, a small town in Eagleland. Not England, but like America. The land of the eagle. Foggyland is like Great Britain, which we'll get to. If you've played Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, you know. You know. Sans' house. Having a nice snap, just being a regular, everyday kid. Having a sleep, as one does when it's nighttime. When you're like, what, 13 years of age, once localized to America? So one thing right off the hop is there's a run button in Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, the final build. Hey bro, did the sound wake you up? Were you freaked out? And in case you have never seen my 2.0 version, any important characters, or ones that were just otherwise named, will have, nameplates over their dialogue. But we can go here, talk to Picky. Oh, hi, Porky, my brother, ran out of here to chase after a police car. He said, Picky, you should stay home. So I'm watching our house. Mom and Dad aren't home yet. Well, what are they doing? They went out to an elegant restaurant. Where? They fly to Summers, did they, Picky? You need to give us this information, Picky. Oh, another thing. I can't remember if this is a 2.0 thing. I think it was, but you can open the mailboxes. You know, you can just commit a felony and mess with someone's mailbox. So that's fun. Did you hear the Big Bang? I think a meteorite landed nearby. I want to be the first to see it, okay? I'm going to try to be the first to get there. Alright, I'll race you. Let's go. And of course, if you talk to your mom, you can change out of your jammies, but like, why would you want to do that? Change out of your jammies. What kind of video game player are you if you don't want to save the world in your jammy jams? So here's liar, exaggerate. Hey, Sans. Hey, buddy. A meteorite fell down and went boom! It was a real mess for a while. I was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to help make my body stronger. However, the weaker citizens probably fainted. I also want to tell you, whoops, I must tell you about my, by the way, Sans, did you check my billboard? I wrote the message myself. That's my real job, you know. I'm a billboard guy. Why don't you check out my work? So another thing that is different in Mother 2 Deluxe in general is localization differences. The text has been changed in various places, too many to list. And all signs are now in parentheses. Treasure Hunter, this is liar exaggerates us. Because he lies and exaggerates, that's the joke. Hey, Porky. Hey, Sans, don't be rubbernecking. You're getting in the cops. Oops. I mean officers' way. Tomorrow, I, Porky, will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. You can go home now. You know how to run, right? Yeah, it's like holding down the Y button in a video game. So yeah, that's how you run. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, of way out, get my... Whoops, my mistake. I mean, get out of my way. Nice timing, Sans. Will you do something about Porky? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? Of course, we're best friends. And you live in the house next to his, I see. We're best buddies with our buddy Porky here, our next door neighbor. Is that just the way it goes? Your next door neighbor? You live in the middle of the sticks, you make friends with whoever you can. So Porky, our best buddy in the whole world, is concerned about our well-being. So let's go back home. Talk to our mom who's worried sick about us. Welcome home, Sans. It's not necessary to talk about it tonight. It's late. Scoot off to bed now. No, Mom. Oh, Sans, you don't understand the importance of a good night's sleep. Yeah, whenever you're ready to progress, as usual, we'll scoot off the bed right now. Get back to sleep. Because we don't want to be tired for school. Tired for school where even though there's no school in the town. As far as I can tell. It's not labeled at least. What's that shaving a haircut's 2 bits racket anyway? Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. He must use 2 hands to knock like that. My land, who could be knocking at the door at this time of night? Would you answer it? It's noisy and like in the night right now. It's night, you're right. It's Porky, oh my goodness, what's the matter, Porky? Hey, listen to what I have to say. When I took Picky to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking lovely as usual, Snick. Don't be passive-aggressive towards my mom. Best friend, Porky. Anyway, as I was saying, the police were guarding the meteorite. And they left suddenly to deal with the sharks. You know the sharks, they're the local ruffians. And they're really going wild. Suddenly, I noticed that Picky was gone. I blame the cops. It certainly wasn't my fault at all. When my dad gets back, I'll get spanked 100 times. That's very specific. You're my bestest friend. Won't you help me find Picky? Sure, best friend, Porky. Okay, good buddy, let's blow this popsicle stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, ma'am? I know that dog's unreliable, but you should really take Speedy along. The worn-out bat in Tracy's room could help out at a time like this. No matter what anyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're my very own natural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it. But I think you should change out your jammies before you leave. Fine, Mom, I will. If you're gonna be like that about it. So one thing I want to show you is... It was the longest time before I realized this dialogue option was here. So if you talk to Porky... If you don't pick up the worn-out bat at all... If you talk to Porky, he's still by the door and says, "You're not taking anything on our big adventure? Why don't you look around for your worn-out bat or something?" So he's actually helpful here, like Porky actually does a nice thing for you. I'll do everything I can to help you. Good luck in your adventure. You might get hungry along the way, so here's a cookie. Sans got a cookie. You can also leave anything you don't need with me. Do you want me to hang on to something? Not at the moment, Tracy. Be careful. So let's go get the worn-out bat. I had a cat jumping up on my lap. That's what that pause was about. I don't know if he's gonna make an appearance in the recording. Sans opened the present. Here he comes. It's the worn-out bat inside. Sans takes it. He's right here. You can't see him. Unless he crawls up my chest, which he might, as cats do. So if you still don't carry the worn-out bat, if you still don't equip it and talk to Porky, sorry about giving you this game-type advice, but you should equip your weapon. Do you know what equip means? No. It means use or wear. You must equip items in order to use or wear them. Equip is used in a lot of games like this, but you already knew that. How'd you know that I already knew that, Porky? Are you a time traveler? Alright, you go out in front. Let's get going. But no, Porky actually being nice to you at the start of the game. Go figure. So let's equip the worn-out bat. Because you're gonna need it, especially in insane mode. Do you want me to go with you? Yes, please. Guess I have no choice. Let's go. So insane mode is not really a big deal getting started, since you're just, like... Guts doesn't really slow down your HP that much anyway. Like, if you get mortal damage, you're just gonna croak to begin with. Yeah, you're cool. So let's go to leave. Uh-oh. The phone's ringing. We got it at 3 rings. Sans answered the phone. Hello, it's your dad. Make hay while the sun shines. Have you ever heard a weird saying like this? Just remember, I'm always behind you 100%. Don't be afraid. I know that you're brave. You can do it. Don't forget to call me periodically during your adventure. I can make a record of your progress when you call me. Oh yeah, I deposited $30 into your bank account. Do you have your ATM card? Withdraw your money from any cash machine and buy whatever you need. Good luck, my boy. I feel like such a hero. What? Well, the father of a hero at least. Wah ha ha ha! Ah. Alright. So, if you've seen my Earthbound short videos, or otherwise, my Mother 2 Deluxe 2.0 video, I've showcased before that normally... Okay, so before I even talk about that, one of the most amazing changes in 3.0 is how almost every enemy in the game has an animated battle sprite, which is awesome. Like, I didn't even know this was possible in Earthbound, but here it is. We got an animated coil snake. So yeah, you get to look forward to a bunch of brand new animations for all these monsters, plus new monsters. There's plenty of new monsters to fight, too. So that's one of the coolest changes in this whole hack. Like, I don't know how he did it, but it's remarkable. We don't have our healing yet, do we? I mean, we have that cookie. But... Okay, what I was trying to say before I wanted to draw attention to the new animated battle sprites here is in my previous Mother 2 Deluxe 2.0 playthrough, as well as during my Earthbound short series that I have, was you can actually, in regular Earthbound and other versions of Mother 2 Deluxe, you can skip the Sound Stone if you get... Hey, we got a buttered bread roll, nice. We're level 2. We get Life Up A. Life Up A. I mean, I am Canadian, so we get Life Up A. So if you in regular Earthbound, if you max out your... I better try to heal. I'll get this thought out eventually. If you max out your inventory before you get the Sound Stone, Buzz will just send it to Tracy, and then you can just go visit her and grab it whenever you want. But the thing is, you don't ever actually need the Sound Stone in your inventory. So you effectively get to save... ooh, we got 2 buttered bread rolls. How nice. So yeah, normally, if you fill up your entire inventory, you can skip getting the Sound Stone, which in Earthbound, as you well are aware, is very valuable because inventory space is a premium. But in Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, there's a special goods menu. So the Sound Stone actually just sits in a key item slot. So you don't have to spend a bunch of time at the start of the game, which has been a ritual for me for years playing Earthbound at this point. Just to avoid cluttering up your inventory with the Sound Stone. So you don't have to do that. So that's a great addition. It's not, I don't want to spoil every item that goes into the key items menu, but suffice it to say there's 5 items that go in your key items during the course of your game, plus 3 more for the epilogue. So you get to save a fair bit of space that way. But as I'm sure you're well aware, because it's Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, there's still going to be some inventory management. It just won't be quite as cramped. But it's a nice quality of life upgrade to save inventory space. There's other inventory space saving measures as well. There we go, we're level 3. Let's get up to level 4 before we assail this cliff here. Let's just fight this dog. What? How many more? 26? That's fine. Ooh, we got a green squirrel. Green swirl. Yeah, and another thing that I just sort of glossed over. I don't believe this was the... It's funny how much, like, I forget was updated. There's so much new in 3.0. I'm gonna leave stuff out that's obvious to you. But every enemy, every character in the game has diagonal sprites as well. And I really want to draw attention to that because that's one of those, like, it's like an unsung hero of this whole experience, because every enemy on the overworld and every character on the overworld having 8-way sprites, like, you're effectively doubling the sprite count in the game. So much work went into adding extra sprites, fully animated battles. It's just an easy thing to not realize that, like, how much work goes into that, but, like, hundreds of sprites, if not thousands of sprites, were worked on for this game. So let's see if we can stay alive. And like I was saying earlier, like, don't don't have any preconceived notions that you're gonna get through Insane Mode without dying. If you get through Insane Mode without dying, you're probably more lucky than anything. Like, I'm sure it's possible, if you're cautious, to beat the game without dying, but we're definitely gonna die during this playthrough. So how I'm probably gonna deal with boss fights and stuff is, like, I'll do the first battle, like, regardless, and if I die, I die. But then the next battle you see will be the one that I win. Unless for some reason I want to show, like, something weird happens and I want to show another one, maybe. But yeah, just the instant damage is very rough. It's a very rough thing to deal with in this version. I also don't plan to show you every battle during the whole process. Like, I'm gonna try to show you every enemy in the game. But I'll likely edit out a lot of random battles. Just to kind of keep the pace going, because I want to have this video here for walkthrough purposes. And, like I'm saying, there's still so much that's different. I could keep gushing about it, and I probably should, to get you hyped up, so I will. So, I was gonna hold off on this part, but in case you weren't aware, there are many, and I mean many, optional dungeons. I'm not gonna tell you how many. I'm gonna keep that kind of secret. But there are many optional dungeons, as well as several standalone bosses. So keep your eyes peeled, because some of them are missable, but without giving it away, the missable standalone bosses and the missable dungeons, it makes sense that they're missable. That's all I'll say. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That definitely adds to some replay value, having to play through several times to get all of the hidden stuff. There's also achievements that were... This is like a very late in development edition. Achievements? I don't know if there's anywhere in the game to indicate what the achievements are. But there are achievements, and I do plan to get every last one of them. So if you follow this playthrough, you will also get them. So we gonna KO here now? We're probably fine. We're probably gonna be just fine. I might eat a cookie, though. We'll eat a cookie. We're not gonna need all these cookies. Good job, Speedy the dog. Let's eat another cookie. Because we don't need to clutter up our inventory like before. We can let Speedy deal with it. Little dog-on-dog action, doggone it. Let's YOLO it. There we go. So before we assail this cliff here, let's just go ahead and go back inside. Yeah, level... Ooh, offense up by 3. Very good. Ooh, and we learned shield A. Because I'm Canadian. So let's talk to our mum. Let's talk to our mummy. You're hungry already? Why don't you have some lard? I would love to. Porky, you don't like lard, do you? Too bad. Oh, sure he does. Sure Porky does. Here, sweetie, I packed some leftover lard for you. So that's another thing, too. So, you can actually get your favorite food in your inventory. Lard. Sans' favorite food, lard. When eaten, you recover about 150 HP. That's for Paula, Pooh, and Jeff. Sans completely recovers his HP when eating this, so yeah, this is great for the hero. So let's save the video game that we're playing. Sans, it's your dad. I deposit $138 in your bank account. Taking away what you spend, you should have $168 in the bank. Which we'll need because everything is double the price. So we're gonna have to be careful, so... But if you're playing on Deluxe mode, all should be well. But Insane mode, you really gotta kinda be careful what you spend your money on. So let's go up top of this hill here, the Meteorite Hill, and on it, right here. We'll just run by stuff, unless it really wants to duke it out with us. Spiteful crows are leaving us alone. So I'm gonna leave this treasure chest right now. I just don't want to risk having it stolen by a crow. I'd rather just grab it and... We're gonna have to come back up here anyway. So we may as well just leave it be. Testable Crow became tame. Very good. All tame. Get another cookie. Just live off the land for a bit. Hey, Sans. I was too busy to investigate, but I hear a child's voice on the hilltop. I'm a busy man, but when I do a job, I do it well. I'm a man's man. And this dog over here, it's so ungrateful. My goodness. How ungrateful can one dog be? So let's take it out. And save Porky's brother. From certain doom. From a certain restful night's sleep next to a meteorite. To this meteor right here. Now Speedy's scared. And Speedy the cat actually also just hopped off my lap. That's convenient timing. If I knew this was going to be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here. So away goes our buddy. What? Oh, you woke me up. Porky, I've been looking all over for you. You see, Porky got scared and ran away. Well, I'm glad that you're okay at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about us. Jeez. Sometimes I wonder which one of us is really the real big brother. So now we got Picky joins. So, this part here. Sans, you hear a buzzing that sounds like a rhinoceros beetle flying around? I do. Yes, you can hear it. If you put the second controller in the slot and hit the select button here, you can actually mess with the field of light here. That's how it works in regular Earthbound. It's a fun little, like, Easter egg thing. I don't know if it was there just to confirm that two-player works, but fun little bonus. A rhinoceros beetle I am not. I've come from 10 years in the future. Geeg, the universal cosmic destroyer, has plunged everything in existence into the darkness of hell. But, however, a mysterious legend exists in the future I'm from. It goes, should the boy reach the place, the one will find the light. The flow of time will shatter the nightmare boulder, creating a path of light. My sharp hunch says that you, Sans, are that boy. Geeg's evil plan must already be underway in parts of the Earth. There should still be time if you begin your fight at once. What's most important is your wisdom, courage, and your friends. According to the legend, 3 boys and 1 girl defeat Geeg. I can fill you in on the details later. Let's go, don't worry. You listen to what I told you? Oh, of course I did. Thank you for listening to my long story. You're as exceptional as I expected you to be. So, one of my other favorite theories, I should really make a short about this, but... So I made a short about how Ness in Mother 3 is the hot dog guy. Sans, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, he said. I'm not one of those 3, am I? Because I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez, my heart's already pounding right out of my chest. So I made a short about how, there was a user by the name of Giovanni on the Starman.net forums that talked about how Ness is the hot dog guy in Mother 3. Well, there's a similar theory that Buzz is actually Ninten from Mother 1, which I find interesting. Because they make, like, insect claims in Mother 1. Like I said, I should really make a short about it. I don't know why I haven't yet. It's been a long time, Buzz. You've been successful at foiling Master Geeg's plans. But Buzz, you must now surrender. You're no longer a hero, but just a useless insect. I'll stomp you hard. Boss time. So this is the Son of Starman. So I'm gonna show you right now on the screen his stats. You normally can't access these stats until you get Jeff's spy command, but as you can see, the spy command gives way more information. This is just information I had access to because of debug tools I had access to, but you can't access them in this version of the build. But these stats are going to be relevant, so I'm going to show these for every boss encounter that we do, but also all of them before we get Jeff. So you get a little inside baseball watching my playthrough of this. So let's just go ahead and proceed with this fight. This goes pretty well the same way as it does in Earthbound. It's not a 1-to-1, but it does help teach you some new Mother 2 Deluxe mechanics. So PK Beam, and Buzz has a Franklin badge, but it gets blown away. And that variety of beam will instantly kill an enemy if they're, have a chance to instantly kill an enemy. Which it does here. Now we're level 5. Very good. Got some delicious HP. Whew, I was taking a big chance there. He was a hired assassin who came here from 10 years in the future to eliminate me. So we can't relax yet. From now on, you'll be fighting enemies sent by Geeg, as well as humans who have evil thoughts. They'll definitely make trouble during your adventures. Animals are also becoming violent due to Geeg's influence over the evil in their minds. It is the truth, so listen. What'd you say, Buzz? So let's, open their mailbox. Be a mischievous little scamp. Hey, Lardna. Where in Sam Hill have you boys been? I'll have to think of a suitable punishment. Really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really gonna get it now. Uh-oh. They're in trouble. But yeah, that sound effect is the Japanese sound effect for punishment. By the way, I'd be happy if you left sometime soon. Tired of your family living next door. I've loaned your father a lot of money. It may have been hundreds of trillions or thereabouts. Well, I guess it really could have been less. Because of the loan, my family and I live in poverty. I'm fed up with how generous to a fault my husband is. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life. Buzz, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? Eek! A pesky toilet fly. Die and go to hell. So let's actually go up and talk to Porky and Picky first. Because we're very curious about our new friend, Buzz. Oh, Dad really scolded me. My butt hurts. I don't want to look at the meteorite anymore. I don't want to look at the meteor right now. Buzz, no. Ugh. Turns out I'm much weaker than I thought. But don't concern yourself with me. You must set out on your adventure. Oh, right. Before you go, listen to my dying words. To defeat Geeg, you need to unite the Earth's power with your own. There are 8 locations on Earth that are your places that will draw out your power and strengthen you. One of these locations is in Onett. It's a place called Giant Step. Go there first, Sans. Do you understand? I do. Excellent. You're a bright young lad. So... Oh, the pain. I think I'm about to die. But before I do, I must give you this. It's the Sound Stone. It's a great item that will absorb the sound from each of the 8 your places on the Earth. Bet you're happy to get it, huh? Now that I'm about to die now, do you want to hear that again? Not especially. That's a relief. It's dawn outside now. That doesn't matter to me. I'm now on my deathbed. You're on your death floor. But yeah, Sound Stone was added to Sans' special goods. So just the special goods meter. So yeah, we have the ATM card in here, so we have 2 spots opened up. Shouldn't leave home without it. It even works overseas. Sound Stone. If Sans touches this to his forehead and concentrates on his thoughts, your place melodies can be heard. So yeah, it's still... Things will still work in here. But it's mostly stuff that you don't directly interact with, for the most part. So let's leave. Let's leave Porky's house and begin our adventure. And we have a dog right here who wants to play with us. So let's deal with this pupper. So this is going to be it for part 1 of Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, the final build. Like I said, I will leave a link in the video description about how you patch this ROM with Coil Snake if you want to try it for yourself. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments, but until I get to these points in the playthrough, I don't want to spoil anything, so if you ask me where any of the optional dungeons are, or certain other secret things, I am sworn to secrecy right now. I want to give you guys a fighting chance to find it all, since this just dropped. But we will deal with them as time goes on during the playthrough. So I hope you're excited for part 2. I don't know when I'm going to upload part 2. I don't anticipate this being a daily series, but I'm going to upload these as often as I can. So thanks again, folks, for joining for Mother 2 Deluxe version 3.0, the final build. And I'll see ya in the next one.